Hello there guys and welcome to Daily Updates. It doesn't rain but it pours in the Umkhonto weSizwe party. Well, if you think since the drama of Floyd Shivambu then the storm has settled, then you are in for a real business because the leader of the parliamentary caucus and the deputy president of the Umkhonto weSizwe party, namely Dr. John Hlophe, has written to Jacob Zuma to complain about two individuals by the name of Duduzile Zuma, the daughter of the current president Jacob Zuma, and Nhlamulo, who is the spokesperson of the Umkhonto weSizwe party. The letter that was addressed to Jacob Zuma reads as follows. It says that urgent update on parliamentary challenges and leadership concerns. These guys don't even have 2 years, but already you have emails written like this about parliamentary challenges and leadership concerns. But as we read, it says that, Dear President Zuma, I trust this correspondence finds you well. I am writing to provide an urgent update on several critical matters transpiring within the parliamentary caucus of the MK party. These issues have significant implications for the unity, operational efficiency, and public image of our organization. Number 1 says that disruptive and divisive behavior by commanders Zuma, Sambudla, and Ndlela. On 25 June 2025, during a Wipari meeting, commanders Duduzile, Zuma, Sambudla, and Nhlamulo Ndlela engaged in disruptive and divisive behavior that undermined the authority of the party leader and the chief whip. Despite being formally informed of his removal from the Wipari team on 23 June 2025, Commander Ndlela attended the meeting and feigned ignorance on the decision. He proceeded to insult the chief whip, claiming she required political education and that her decision to remove him was invalid unless sanctioned by the top management structure. Commander Ndlela has consistently insulted the chief whip, in some instances labeling her a political novice and newcomer to the political landscape. This is not the first time we hear of a word called a newcomer, also known as mafikizolo. It looks like it is a word that is really famous in the Umkhonto weSizwe party. But as we continue, it says that this tirade was not only disrespectful, but also a direct attack on the authority of the chief whip and the party leader, as the removal letter bore my signature as party leader. Commander Ndlela's behavior escalated further during the meeting as he continued to undermine the chief whip's authority and insisted on raising the matter during the caucus meeting later in the morning, despite members agreeing that the issue should be discussed privately. His actions reflect a deliberate attempt to usurp the authority of the chief whip and disrupt the unity of the caucus. Commander Zuma Sambudla further exacerbated the situation by interrupting proceedings, creating unnecessary chaos, and disregarding repeated cautions to wait her turn. Her behavior forced me to intervene and chair the meeting. While I was speaking, Commander Zuma Sambudla interrupted me repeatedly, displaying unruly behavior that required reprimanding. She noisily rose from her seat, grabbed her belongings, and exclaimed, "Are we not done?" before sitting down when she realizes no one followed her. The behavior of both members was despicable and does not reflect the ethos that the MK party seeks to portray to its constituents. Their actions contravene the principles of Ubuntu, unity in action, and respect as outlined in the MK party constitution and disciplinary code of conduct. That constitution that was drafted by Floyd, who is now deciding to leave the MK party. Those are the contents that form part of the letter that was sent by Dr. Hlophe to the President Jacob Zuma, really complaining about the behavior that Floyd Shivambu alluded to when he held his media briefings to say that Nhlamulo Ndlela and Duduzile Zuma are a problem in the Umkhonto weSizwe party. I mean, if Floyd could really be outlined as a bitter member of the MK party who's now deciding to form his own party, what about Dr. Hlophe? Is he bitter? What about the chief whip? I mean, they chose chief whip, Colleen Makubele, and I was like, is she strong enough to really stand against the force that names people Umafikizolo? They are calling her a political novice who needs education. What about them? Are they really experts in politics? Because we've never heard of these people before. The only time we heard about them was when they decided to form Umkhonto weSizwe Party. Now, if Zuma does not really put his foot down, which I feel sorry for him, time has passed for him to be in politics. Zuma needs to go home and relax. He does not need all this stress unless he's playing a part to all these actions that are done by Zuma and Ndlela. I am worried. How does MK Party with so many seats in parliament want to portray themselves as an opposition while they can't even keep their office in order? It is such a shame, and it really puts Floyd as someone who was being persecuted. Because if really people are still complaining about you, what then must people say? MK Party will never go anywhere with that behavior. The only thing that needed to happen was for Zuma to remove his daughter, and had he done that, maybe some integrity or respect, the little respect that is needed in the MK would have been maintained. But he did not do that. Now you are going to see more members becoming disgruntled. Many people are probably regretting voting for the MK Party because what else do you have to offer? It looks like it was just about wanting to embarrass the ANC. While you achieved your mandate, what then? How are you going to take over? I mean, 2/3 majority. Who is going to give the MK Party 2/3 majority when they cannot even do anything with their own parliamentary caucus? You have two people who are assuming to run the show, and you want the same people in future to become ministers. Oh, cry our beloved country. If we really vote for MK and give them more power in the next coming elections, then we are just wasting our votes, because this is a true indication that they are not ready. They will never be ready. So they can't get their houses in order. The best the public can do is to avoid them at all costs. I think by 2029 they must just scrap that whole thing called the MK Party, because it is not working for our country. It is not proving anything. Even in parliament, their submissions are rather a copycat. So one thing I would like to say is that MK Party tried, but they were not ready. So maybe they must close shop, because if they continue the way they're doing, we're going to see problems there. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning into the channel, and until next time, cheers.